welcome to Jerseys and Heels. Today I have a special guest for you. We are here in Cincinnati, Ohio, and the guy that I am about to introduce you guys to, he's like a cupcake on a Wednesday. You don't even expect it. And this is Jonathan Brown. Now, most of us call him Jon Brown, but his mom calls him Jonathan. And I like Jonathan. What about you?
I like Jon.
Okay. Oh, you like Jon?
I'm with Jon.
Okay. What about like John Harry? No.
No, I don't like that.
Okay.
Some of my coaches just say, hey.
Guys, so this guy right here, I mean, most people ask him what position do you play? Ladies, you've learned defensive back, wide receiver. That's probably maybe what you're thinking, but you probably don't even have any idea if you don't even know what those positions are. But so Jon, what position do you play?
I'm a kicker.
Okay, so he's a kicker in the NFL, and are you excited?
Oh my gosh, so excited.
Okay.
So excited.
And so, has it been your dream to play in the NFL? Is that been your dream?
No, not at all. I grew up playing soccer since I was a little kid. I played on the USA team growing up, all throughout high school and everything. So, I mean, it was a great opportunity to move to Florida for a couple years and play soccer there. But when I got back to high school, so we were like training for the World Cup and everything like that. So, went off to college and went to the University of Louisville, played soccer there for about 2 years. And after that, came back home for fall semester. And I kind of prayed about everything. I remember I was in my room one day, and literally something just came to my mind. It was like, check Texas A&M football roster. Like me, I never look at football rosters whatsoever. So I went to the football roster. First thing that came to mind is go to the kickers. So the first kicker I clicked on was like this guy named Lambeau. He played in the MLS soccer, and so he came back. Yeah, he went pro at the high school. Then he ended up coming back to college at Texas A&M just to kick. And so now he's in the NFL playing for the San Diego Chargers. So now that was my sign, so I went with it. I ended up sending my film to like a lot of college coaches. Nobody emailed me back, so I was like, dang. I was like, God, why did you make me quit soccer? I should just kept playing soccer. So I even emailed Louisville, no email back or anything. I was like, dang, that's where I play soccer at. I was like, okay. So after that happened, it was Derby weekend in Kentucky, I remember. I legit drove 8.5 hours all the way to Louisville just to get my film. So I drove all the way up there. My luck, when I get there, the coach's office was locked. They're all out of town. They said they're coming back. I got word they're coming back tomorrow. So, stayed night at a friend's house.
So this is a true story.
True story. This is I know. Stayed night at a friend's house up there. They finally gave me my film, and so I remember I ended up driving back home. After that, it was like a week passed by, no contacts. I was like, dang. I remember I sat there and prayed. I was like, God, first school that contacts me, I will go to it. I was like, I promise you. I don't care if they have the best kick in the nation. I was like, I will go to that school you want me at, so I'm just gonna go with it. So that's your plan for me. So literally a minute later, get a phone call from Louisville, Kentucky. I was like, hello. Ended up going there, whatever. So I turned down like soccer scholarship opposite just to walk on there. So I walked on at Louisville. When I got there, I was so confused. I looked at the roster. Their kicker, yeah, he was on like the Lou Groza award list every year. That's like the best kicker in the country. Like the watch list every single year. So I'm like, why am I going to school? There's no way I'm gonna play.
Wow.
Yeah, they have like one of the top kickers in the nation. So I was like, all right. So I ended up going there, sat the bench my whole first year playing football there. Didn't get any playing time. Great kicker. And so next year rolls around. I remember I just worked my tail off. I was like, dang, it's my last year. I've got to start. There's no way around it. Right when the season starts, ended up blowing out my oblique actually. I signed up for the rest of the season actually. So that happened. I was just sitting there. I was like, I'm screwed. So I was like telling my mom, because I was like, okay, I'll probably get a medical red shirt. But comes to find out when the season ended, I talked to them about it and everything. They wrote like, for some reason, like at Louisville, they would not give me my medical red shirt. So we had pro day. And I remember sitting there. I was like, I'm not going pro day. Pro day was like in a week and a half, so I had a week and a half to get ready. And I had not been kicking because I was just so like down on myself. So I called my trainer Brett, trained with him. We had pro day. I did really well. And so about a month later, usually people get calls and stuff for pro day. Nobody called me for any workouts or anything. I was literally driving home from Louisville, I remember, after school. Just driving back home, and I heard like this message from Joel Osteen. The message was called "A Shift Is Coming." And so I like kind of scrolled. I remember I listened to this message before, but I was like, okay, I'll listen. It's like one of those things you listen to it, just say, okay, I'll listen to it. I got my word for the day. But you don't really interpret the message. So I kind of just kept going with it. I was like, oh, okay, I'll come back to it later. And it popped up again. I was like, dang. I was like, I really want to listen to this. All right. I was like, okay. Click play, and Joel was talking about how He was like, you know, a lot of times in life, he's like, a lot of people do you wrong and stuff like that, but it's all about just building your character because God can be ready for something big's about to happen in your life. And he was just saying, he was like, you're only one phone call away from your destiny. He was like, I'm not just saying that to make you feel good. He was like, but he's like, I truly believe you're only one phone call away from your destiny because, you know, one touch of God's favor can just boost you from the back to the front. And so I listened, and like when I heard that message, it like really hit me. And so I remember I made a video on my phone. Actually, I have it on my phone right now. So that was like, I'm telling everybody right now so you can be witness. I'm not trying to be cocky or anything. I was like, I will be in the NFL this upcoming year. Blah, blah, blah. I was like, I know a lot of people may think I'm crazy and stuff like that. I was like, I never kicked any field goals in my college career. I was like, I never had any playing time and stuff like that. I was like, obviously I'm not qualified for the position, but I was like, I know it's like what God has for you is for you. So a couple hours later, just getting off the interstate, get a phone call from Cincinnati, Ohio. So I'm thinking,
stop it.
So I don't know anybody from Cincinnati, Ohio, so I was like, I'm not answering this. So I'm in the barbershop, get out the exit, and so I'm in the barbershop, I get a voicemail for that number. And say, hey John, this is Coach Simmons with the head special teams coach Cincinnati Bengals. And he was like, you know, we had some scouts at your pro days, like they were really amazed with your talent you have and your leg strength and everything. He was like, I really want you to come out here for the NFL rookie minicamp right after the draft. So I listened, I thought I was dreaming. I was like, oh my God, this happened. The same like a couple hours after I made this video. I ended up flying out to Cincinnati for NFL rookie minicamp, and they brought me in. I was the only kicker to come in, and so I did really well at minicamp. But we had a meeting. They met with all the rookies after that. They told us that, you know, we're gonna get in contact with you guys within, you know, the next week or so to tell you want to sign you guys, want you guys to come back and everything. And so I was like, okay. So I'm walking out of there. So I'm pretty sad. So I was like, I guess I'll just wait a couple weeks till they called me. So about to walk out of my bag, they're like, Jon Brown. So I come out there, so I'm sitting there, and the coach is like, so do you have an agent? I'm like, no, I'm the only one without an agent. Like I did it all on my own. It's like, no, my trainer tried to reach out to the agent to get in contact with him, but he was like, oh, this kid never kicked a field goal in college, nobody's gonna waste his time on him, obviously. So I was like, nobody really took a chance on me. So I was like, all right. I was like, yes, I have an agent. I was like, no, why? And he was like, because he was like, we want to sign you. I was like, right now? He's like, yeah.
Oh my
I was like,
God.
right now. He's like, yes, right now. I was like, oh my gosh, coach. I don't know what to say. So he's like, he started like, you know, you just think. I ended up signing, and this is on Mother's Day. So I never had a job or anything like that growing up. My parents did literally everything for me. So it was like the best gift I could have gave my mom. So I sent like this long text. Like, I'm sorry, I never got to buy anything with my own money. I always had to borrow money from you, basically, or dad, to get you a gift. You feel me? So I sent this long text, and she was like, that I had the contract like attached to it. And yeah, and she just started crying. So it was like the perfect moment. I felt like. So it was like, now how did I, just a kid who didn't kick any field goals in college, I won't be kicking 2 years of my life.
Yeah. What do you want to say if you had 1 million viewers, or 100, or 1?
Yeah.
Sitting there, and like, the person in the class is smarter than them. The person on that field, or you know, what in the club, the chess club or whatever, is better than them, or more talented than them, or they have more money and they're in a more privileged home. What do you have to say to them? Like, what does your faith have anything to do with this?
I don't know where to start. Yeah, my faith is what got me here, to be honest. I just don't know where I would be without God, to be completely honest. I mean, I feel like me personally, like I've always been like the underdog my whole entire life. You guys, my parents, I've always had to work 10 times as hard as like the next person for me to get somewhere in my life, I felt like. And so I feel like all my hard work finally caught up to God's timing for my life. And you know, that's all it is. Like, I don't look at what other people are doing or whatever. When I switched from soccer to football, I remember I deleted all my social media. I was like, I'm never gonna social media again until like I get to the NFL. That's what I told myself. So after I signed, I got downloaded.
So you did.
I was ghost. Yeah, they had like articles on that. Like I was like a ghost. Like it was like, dang, where did Jon go and stuff like that. All my social media, I wiped all my accounts, deleted all my accounts. Yeah, so I made like new accounts after I signed the NFL, and so.
So
you know, that's
and speaking of social media, okay, so you went on a little fast. Did that feel good inside? Did it feel clean? How did it feel?
It did. It's like, you know, at first you like delete something on your phone. So I'm gonna delete this. You get the next day, say, okay, I'm just gonna check it once. I was in that phase, so okay, I gotta delete my accounts. I can't keep doing this. So I literally went online, deleted all my accounts. It felt so good. I honestly think if I didn't delete those accounts, I wouldn't be right here neither, because like all my free time was like watching film for like hours every single day. And, you know, I just like, word to people out there. I'm a true example. You know, I've only been kicking for 2 years, Don't worry about what people say. At the end of the day, people are going to be people, so you can't really worry about that. And, you know, the Bible already says, like, all the days are already written, so but it's up to us to keep the faith and see those days out.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Guys, thank you so much. I hope you were inspired by this incredible Jerseys and Heels, a cupcake on a Wednesday. Seriously, a special surprise. Isn't he amazing? You can. Okay, so speaking of social media, tell us your social media so we can follow.
Oh yeah, I just got it like a couple months ago. I went like ghost everywhere like I told you. So, well, my social media is _Jon Brown 7. That's my Instagram and Twitter.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll put it on this under the screen. See it right there? _Jon Brown 7.
Yeah,
okay.
Jon.
Jon. Just stay on. Thank you so much.
No problem.
Okay.
Anytime.
Awesome.
I played like football all growing up. I always played receiver and kickoff return. So I was always like, yo. Hey, that's a low snap. That's a low snap. I was like, I'm thinking no one said, well, everybody calls him Jon Brown. I said, oh, okay, we know you're talking about.
So my brother used to have an imaginary friend, and guess what his name was? Jon Brown and Joe Brown. That's it. No, yeah, but you don't look like a Jon Brown.
I know. That's what everybody.
Talk to you himself, but his first love is not football, and actually he's playing in the NFL, and I don't even know what to say for the intro, so just keep on recording. Cincinnati, and today I have a special treat for you. He's basically like, I don't know what to say.